now. Okay,
All
hi
right.
everyone.
Hi. And tonight you have Bringing Spirituality into Life, and I am Dawna Campbell.
And this is Akemi.
So we just want to say welcome. And now that we are actually live on Facebook, we are live to 2 places. So you see us looking in multiple spots. So we're live on Facebook and we are live on Instagram as well.
So whoever's on Facebook, can you kind of say something? If you hear us, say hi, where you're from.
Please do, because we're making sure that we have our sound and our audio correct for tonight and for future things. So bringing spirituality into life. Drop us a line, send us a comment, let us know where you are from, and say hello. And every Tuesday night, Wednesday in Japan, we answer your questions live. So if you have a question on Instagram, we're watching that as well. Put that in the comment section. One of the things that I wanted to bring up for tonight is that, what Akemi and I have talked about over this last week was being stuck in different energy, or stuck in old energy, or old energy resurfacing to see how you might handle that. And so I got to thinking about why this is happening and where did it all come from? Because it seems like stuff that we worked on, stuff that we cleared prior old life, that it wasn't like it was resolved. And then it resurfaced out of the blue. And I think some of it could be also how the different moons are. We just went through another super moon, and it was a full moon, and it was an eclipse. And now we have another one that's going to be coming up at the end of the month as well. And so there's all of these other universal energies. And I think it's just the universe saying, are you really ready for what's next? And if you are, and what you cleared and what you worked on can leave, make sure you resolve the karma and that you really are moving forward in what you want to pursue. And that was some of the work that I did for myself over this last weekend. And I'm going to have to say I've had a phenomenal day after I embraced all the things that I was moving towards as this is my new way of being.
Exactly. So recently, is it the Mercury retrograde right now?
Great question. I don't know. If you know the answer to that question out there, put it in the chat, either one. I would love to know the answer because it affects all of our communication with Mercury in retrograde.
I think I read it somewhere. Not really sure. But it said it's like going to the new you. Like going into a new... Oh, yeah, I think it's a yes because someone's saying yes. Totally saying yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, thank you. That gives us a new way of seeing things as well.
Oh, wow, there's a website. ismercuryinretrograde.com. I love it. We're going to pencil out our calendar.
We are going to. But you know what? That retrograde time actually helps us to get old energy cleared.
Yes.
Makes so much sense now.
It does. It does. And it does surface. What was really interesting for me about that old energy, it was some things prior in my career life that like resurfaced. And it was like, wow, it came back up again and it like sticks to you. And then you fall right back into an old pattern of behavior. And you're like, whoa, no, stop. This is not what I want to do, where I want to be, and not where I want to go. And so by changing the mindset, shifting and looking at that energy, it was for me really, truly embracing about where I want to go and what I want to be doing. And today I've had all kinds of people just messaging and supporting and putting some things out there for the things that I'm creating now in my career life. So that was just truly amazing. So
that's awesome. So the old energy that's stuck in your body or stuck in you or stuck on you, or you feel like, it feels like a cobweb.
It does.
Right? And you're trying to take it off from you, but you know how the string keeps on reattaching, and then, well, if you really want to get through it, you probably really want to focus on what you are getting out of that energy. But the thing is, this question is more like, how is it helping you?
Mm-hmm.
And it can be positive, it can be negative, it can be like you're getting profit out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it might be stopping you because your mind is saying, this is the only way, or this is the way to receive my abundance, success, achievements, and all. And it might be stopping you.
Absolutely on that. So one of the things I've noticed too are ways that patterns happen. And I know, Akemi, you and I, our lives tend to energetically run in sync, although we're on opposite sides of the earth. We go through similar things, like all within a week or two of each other. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious, does that happen with anybody else out there? And if so, put it in the comment section, share with us. Have you felt stuck energy or old energy sticking back onto you that you are trying to get off and trying to move forward or shift or change out of your life for you? I'm really curious about it, if it's more of a universal or if it's just something that we go through because we're connected.
Well, Dawna, there is that thing that, like the clients that come along, mm-hmm, they're kind of connected to because they come and choose you.
Yes.
They do have similar problems or similar things going on. Mm-hmm. So recently I had a person that had some sticky energy from how do you say that? Ancestral.
Uh-huh.
It's really old, but obviously she was like, oh, I know this and this happened in my lineage. I'm aware of it. Mm-hmm. Am I going back there? Like, yeah. But that's like so old, it doesn't really fit me anymore. Mm-hmm. It's not going to help me anymore. But why am I doing that? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, but you know what? I think it's helping you in some way. So how is it helping you? She said, in this way, I can keep my land, which was from the ancestors. You don't have to keep your land because of, reasons from very old time. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it might be important for the person, like in Japan. We're going to talk about heritages, like, we have things passed down to us. It's important because of this. It's important because of that. But it's important in a different way for us now. But if you want to keep it like in a tradition or maybe something that your family treasures, mm-hmm, but you don't have to bring the drama with you and the emotions that are stuck with it. Mm-hmm. So I think this is how you can see what we're trying to tell you is it might be something that can be kind of believing or trusting, or maybe something that you rely on, mm-hmm, but it's stopping you in some way.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Pauline, share something.
Yes, she writes, I do find that some of the people I do swaps with regularly, sometimes we have similar things going on around the same times also. Mm-hmm. And that's very, very true. Very true. Earlier today in a client session, a client had moved to a different part of the state, went back to her old house, re-experienced her old life, and was doing her session and talking with me in the car going, I left early and I'm going back to where I just moved to, because it's like new life, then goes back to visit the old life. It is like, nope, we're going back to the new life because that's where we need to be. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it was very similar to what surfaced for me for old stuck energy. It was like an aspect of my old life that was kind of like a blast from the past. And you're like, what just happened? Nope, we're moving into the new life. So yes, that does happen because we bring out similarities because we're connected that way energetically.
Yeah, and sometimes we think that it's something that's traumatic that we're stuck with, mm-hmm. but it can be something that you were very successful with. Yes. And that kind of gets to the point, like, I was this way, so I am this, but you're not now, and you're trying to get back to that place, but it's not there anymore, or it's not here anymore, and you try so hard to get into the same energy, but you already have grown because time passes, you grow. Yes. There's no doubt. We can't go back and become immature again. Once you start growing, you keep growing. So anything that happens in your life that you feel like, oh my God, I have done something very stupid as a child, but it is a process of bringing you forward, then bringing you back.
Right.
Wow, this is a retrograde conversation.
That's for sure. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so everyone, we're talking about bringing spirituality into life. So say hi to us, tell us where you're from. And if you have any questions, we're happy to answer regarding on bringing spirituality into life.
Yes. And we've been talking about removing stuck energy so you can move forward in life. Now, I know this whole last year, in 2020, we had, and everyone went through this worldwide, of course, the pandemic, which really kind of shook everybody up and was like, okay, it's time for people to start moving forward. And so all of us moved forward in various different ways. But what was interesting was that now it's like just over a year later, it was like some of the old things or old patterns resurfaced to make sure that you were serious about your new path. At least that's what I have experienced over this entire last week, which kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop until I figured out what was going on. And then it's like, nope, I'm going on to a new life. We can do this.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people are actually opening new doors because it's a new way of life. Mm-hmm. But you kind of look for the norm as what was happening like 2 years ago. And it's not there for you anymore. And you're like, oh no, what happened to me? But I'm just going to tell you, you are moving forward. Yes. And that's why you've kind of missed the old. But now you're in the now, and the future is here, and it's just going to be amazing. It's just going to be amazing. Sometimes we question, but it's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have someone from Montana watching us on Instagram. Hi.
So let's hear. I think they're 420. Yes. And welcome and happiness from Montana.
I'm from Japan, so whoever is from Japan, shout out, say hi. So happy to say hi to you.
And so for those of you that are watching through Instagram, this is brand new for you guys tonight. We've been filming on Facebook Live, which we are still going on Facebook. But if you are watching on Instagram, feel free to give us a comment, ask a question. We talk about bringing spirituality into life. We answer your questions live and share with you our thoughts, our comments, and what we know. And it's all about making the world a better place and how to bring that spirituality into life for you.
We're still kind of doing this challenge about the noise.
Yes. Where is that coming from? Because I hear it come through.
I know it's outside.
It's outside.
So I have to be, my husband is a chainsaw carver. So I told him not to carve. But I guess he wanted to so much. Forgive me.
No worries, no worries. And we did just get a message coming in saying that there's a lot of echo on our Facebook Live today. Okay. So I'm wondering if it's because of live streaming into both places.
How's that?
Okay. So Yiling, if you can message back if you hear this, is it any better than before? Because we're kind of running an experiment tonight to see. So if it comes back up, if you're listening, let us know. And if anybody else is experiencing anything as well, please let us know because we can fine tune our audio some way, somehow.
Is that going to work? Or I don't know why, but my speaker is not here. I am going to do it this way now. Maybe this is better. But I'm not going to look at, I can't see both at once because
it's kind of hard.
No issue there. Okay, so Instagram is okay. It's just the Facebook thing. Then.
Just on Facebook. Cool. Okay.
Thank you for telling us. And the chainsaw is very noisy.
Okay, just a lot of noise, which could be the chainsaw in the outside background.
Oh my
God. It happens. Okay. All right. So, outside of the outside noise that we're experiencing, feel free to drop us a hello, drop us where you're from, ask a question. We are here to answer it for you guys. And our topic so far that we've been talking to is about unsticking the stuck energy to move yourself forward. So has anyone else ever experienced that or experienced it recently, lately, about the energy that you've been in that may have gotten stuck or old energy or old issues resurfacing? Drop us a line, let us know. We're curious. We kind of both went through that this whole last week.
Yes, we did, right? Yes, but a lot of things are clear. Mm-hmm. And I'm like really ready to move forward. I took the next step, actually.
Yes,
I have. And we did. We did Instagram and Facebook together. That's a big step.
Yep. And I did say that I was going to ask you about some of your future things coming up on this Facebook Live last week. So you share it.
Now I can't hear you. Okay.
So what are some of the things that you have coming up for you, Akemi?
Me?
Yes. I said I was going to ask you that question last week.
Okay, so I'm actually ready to release a new program of Shining Your Uniqueness. And I will announce it on my Facebook page and on my website, astroheart-e.com. That's what I'm really up to now.
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing is my husband is starting to do sessions, but it's going to be in Japanese in the beginning. He's a great future reading person. So he has experience of helping people know the future and what to choose for them. And we actually had billionaires because of his advice. He can't really believe in that, but it didn't happen once. It actually happened a couple of times. So we're putting together something that we do together. So there's two things going on now, and that happened last week. So many things coming. We'll see. Maybe I'll say the same thing next week, but it's coming together.
So what is Shine Your Uniqueness all about?
Okay, so oh my God, Dawna, you're giving me a homework. Okay, no, it's okay. I'm ready to answer it. So it is something that you're going to actually explore inside you. You're going to explore yourself and see what you're creating in your life. First, we start from there, and then we go into your limiting beliefs or limiting blocks or limiting things about shining your true uniqueness. So it's going to be a whole big exploration of who you are and why you're here and what you want to create.
So what would be some of the results or expectations with people who might go through the program? What do they receive in the end?
So this is what I have gone through. So it's very clear. So you're going to find yourself, and you will actually be able to create your own programs, what you can present to the world. It can be becoming an artist, because I already have some people who have started artwork when they thought that they were something else. So it's really, truly getting your dreams come into shape, into reality. So you're going to actually succeed in life. In life.
Nice. So is it like, do you do sessions with people? Is it like a 2-day program? Is it an online course?
Okay, so it's an online course. It'll be long we're going to start from 3 months. And it's going to be a weekly meeting. But sometimes it's going to be like online sessions. But we're going to have homework. We're going to have you think first and then to connect. It's going to be a combination, but we're going to have like modules going on for 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months.
Nice. So how many people can go through the program at once? Is it unlimited? Do you have a certain number that you want to work with? Is it just one person at a time? I want specific. Told you. I was going to ask you all the hard questions.
You are asking me the hard questions. Oh my God. And so it's going to be one at a time. But we're going to have group sessions after you complete your 3 months. So the 3 months are going to be one-on-one. And then we move into groups. And then we're going to create a team.
Nice. I'm super excited.
I am too.
I want to do it, by the way.
Really? Oh my God.
I do. I really do. I'm being sincere and honest. I do.
Okay. The whole concept is to actually kind of know yourself, but allowing to know others. So if you have fear, knowing others and connecting with people, being with people, I will recommend to join me, because it's going to change how you interact with people and how you interact with your family. And that's what it is.
Because, I think I know myself fairly well, but yet looking at it from the perspective of how well do you know somebody else, or how well do you think the other person or other people know you? And is all of that being on track with you in life, with your mission, with your purpose? And I just think any time that there's a program or something being offered, that will magnify who you are to have you step into your own empowerment, it's worth attending. No matter where you're at on your journey, because it's going to surface, it's going to magnify you, where you are from and where you currently are at, not necessarily in comparison to anybody else. And I think that is so incredibly beneficial for a self-development program. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of looking forward for it.
Yes, I'm going to have a unique way to explore you, and you're going to explore yourself. And I'm not going to share that because you're going to
be in the program.
Yes, it's going to be in the program. I have already done this a couple of times in small groups in Japan, and it was a blast. People didn't think that it would work that way, and it does. So I'm excited now.
I want to do it. So when are you planning on launching your program?
Well, I was saying June 1st, but now it's not. It's actually past June 1st. It's going to be around the third week of June. I'm aiming on the 15th, but we'll see because I have to put a couple of things together. And the 15th is where I'm aiming right now, but I am going to say it's going to be open and starting like around the 25th. Yeah, so I'll start opening sign-ups around the 15th. Really? Yes, I am.
That's really exciting. So where will we go to follow and to find more information?
So I will post it on Instagram. I'll post it on Facebook. It's going to be on my website, and it's going to be on estherhotz.e.com.
Nice. And so is this going to be in English and Japanese, where you're doing it individually and in group?
In the beginning, it's going to be in English. I am going to start in English, and then I'll start the Japanese group, I think like a month or 2 months behind it. And then it's going to go up and go together. And then hopefully we'll put it together like when we have like big meetings.
Nice. How much fun is that?
It's going to be fun.
All right. So for any of you here in the last couple of minutes about bringing spirituality into life, if you have a question for Akemi about her new program, Shine Your Uniqueness, just drop it in the comment section and we'll see. As I've been asking her questions to bring out information about her program, definitely give us a question or two if you want to know more about it. But I'm really kind of excited for it because I think that's part of why we are here on this earth, is to uncover and return ourselves back to wholeness and completeness. But one of the ways to do that is to really embrace who you are as a being moving forward in life. And I think it's the timing of this is impeccable, because the first half of the show, as we were figuring out our volume and our audio, we were talking about old energy being stuck, and then moving into the new energy of what it is that you're wanting to create. And with that, what is happening is this program is right at this synchronistic time to help people really moving into their future life. And I just think it's just very, very timely, because everyone's going through this transition.
Taking out the noise. I'm saying taking out the noise from you. The noise that you are hearing from the outside, it stops once you're done talking.
Yes.
Thank you, husband.
Yeah, the chainsaw is now done.
It is
so. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's around time that we say goodbye now. So thank you all for joining us today.
Yes, and let us know if you prefer Facebook, if you prefer Instagram, if you want us to run it on both. if we can get the audio quite right, I believe on Facebook, so there's not an echo or anything like that. Let us know, message us, send it to us, comment on it. Let us know your thoughts and how we can better serve you guys, because that's why we're here.
And you can also find our videos on our feeds. And if you can share it, we'll be so happy.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. So thank you again for tuning into another night of bringing spirituality into life. And we will see you next week at the same time, same places. And until then, much love to you all.
Love you all.